Howdy folks, welcome back to Dungeon Meshi. Today we're going to be watching episode 11, which is titled Red Dragon Part 1. The moment we've been waiting for since the beginning of the series, the goal we've been chasing ever since Fallon got gobbled up in the very first scene of the very first episode. We're finally here, unless this show pulls like a huge bait and switch on us and that this is not the dragon we're looking for, that there's actually a different red dragon somewhere in here. Which, you know, of course, now that I said that, there's a non-zero chance that that's actually what's going to happen. This is a part one, and the fact that we greatly detailed our plan of how to deal with the dragon in the last episode means it's going to go completely to shit in this one, and we're just going to everything's going to fall apart. Nothing's going to go right. We're going to have to improvise. It's going to be a time, but I'm very, very excited for this one. You know, the last couple have been, you know, interesting and decent, but not at the same like peaks as some of the earlier ones, right? I think back to Living Armor. I think back to Court Cuisine and whatever the second half of that episode was. I remember those being like particularly really good. And even as we headed to the Underground Lake, some of those were very, very good as well. But the last couple have been a little bit on the slower side and just, you know, decent. Not bad, but just kind of decent. Just kind of move the plot along to get us here. So I'm assuming that Ryoko Kui, as she was writing the original manga, had a whole lot of ideas in her head and just like I need to get here so I can just like put it all on the paper, and now we're gonna see it unfold in glorious animation today. So like I said, I'm very excited. I wore a red shirt on purpose, not because I'm Team Dragon, but because I'm going with the red theme. And I normally introduce what tea I'm drinking as the OP plays, but I'm drinking Rooibos because it is once again the reddest tea that I have. So will we be able to save Fallon from inside the belly of the beast, literally? I don't know. And we're likely not going to find out today, because, you know, like I said, this is Red Dragon Part 1, so if it's titled a Part 1, there's got to be at least a Part 2, right? So let's scooch over here and get ready to watch this thing. Folks, I hope you are as excited as I am. Thank you for watching me watch this thing, as I like to say. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see when more of these come out, especially next week, Red Dragon Part 2. I'm assuming they're not gonna make us wait multiple episodes until we get Red Dragon Part 2. That would be criminal, legitimately probably illegal for that to happen. But hey, do all the YouTube things while you're here. I already said make sure you subscribe, but leave a like on the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this episode, of the reaction, anything you want to tell me. And as always, if you want to see the conclusion to the Red Dragon saga as you're seeing this over on YouTube, feel free to check out the Patreon. There's a link to that in the description below. You'll get a couple weeks ahead, unedited, uncut reactions, just, you know, as I'm recording it right here. That's what you're going to see. So yeah, if you want that, if you want early access to the rest of the Red Dragon saga, that option's available to you. But as always, I'm just glad that you're here watching on YouTube. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Delicious in Dungeon Meshi, Episode 11, Red Dragon Part 1. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm curious if we're going to skip the OP this time or if we're still going to get it. Oh, no OP! Either that or it's a cold open. I know with shows like this, if you just don't get an OP to start.
I can bring down this building anytime.
Oh, okay. With these hands.
Confident about my mana. This is enough, right?
Ooh, no, not the doubt.
I'm using magic to knock the dragon out. Yeah, this is the best way.
Oh, is it though?
Stay calm.
You never want that self-doubt going into a fight like this.
I have to focus on the job I was given. Fallon, just hold out for us.
She's like okay, so we are getting the OP. It's just, this is like, I think the first time we've ever gotten an actual cold open in the series. So I guess I'll talk about that scene here while this plays. Usually, Marcel isn't the one who's normally the introspective type. Typically, when we get someone kind of like their inner monologue, it's usually Chilchuck more than anybody. But I guess it makes sense for her not to be talking out loud when she's literally by herself, right? Yeah, I think this is all gonna go horribly, actually, as it usually does when you're playing D&D and you have a really nice plan for something and then just like your rolls don't go well, what have you. I do have a really good story about the time we just completely obliterated our DM's like plan for us. but I don't have enough time today, so I'll find another time to talk about it. Maybe next time I'll talk about it, but it was one of the most glorious, like, defeatings of a DM I've ever seen, where he was just kind of like sulking in his chair, just kind of like, I was really looking forward to running this fight with y'all. And we just completely bypassed it in the dumbest way possible. We literally broke the game at that point. It's awesome. Once again, just, I guess, food for next time, right? So you'll have to come back next time to hear, or whenever. You'll have to come back until I tell that story. And then, you know, preferably after that as well, but at least until then. There they are. Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, dinner time. Soup's on.
Run!
Yeah, that is, I like how it's a pretty classic looking dragon design, but I really like the horns. It has like 2 up and then 2 around the side.
That's fun!
Turn right!
Did he say it could run up to 62 miles per hour? I might have misheard that, but that's what it sounded like. I said that's absurdly fast.
Fire breath down this corridor. Dragons store fuel in their bellies and click their tongue to ignite it. We have to make it exhaust all of its fuel.
Well, there we go. And we got Senshi's pot and lid.
Such intense heat.
I was gonna say that's still probably really fucking hot. That can't be all of it, right?
Yes, we've got it.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
What?
The heat from the pan.
Oh,
It's spreading evenly.
oh no, it is a damn good pan. We just hear a click.
Well, yeah, of course it's hot! Since he was cooking with that pan every single day!
Uh-oh, here we go. Yeah, duck in there.
Damn it. Gotta change course.
Yeah, well, there's the first. Oh, look at her just waiting.
Huh? What?
Oh, they're cutting.
Already?
They're cutting through buildings, aren't they? They're taking shortcuts.
Should I still do things according to plan? Fine then! Here I go!
Oh no. Also, please, probably don't stand on top of a building you're demoing. Well, this part's working at least. Oh, is she floating? That's right. She says she has... I forgot what she said, but she has spells that make her take less fall damage, basically. Too early to celebrate. Wait, yeah, way too early. Oh, God.
Don't move.
Oh, are we doing like Jurassic Park strats here? Its eyesight ain't too good. It can only see things that are moving.
The inverse scale's right there. If I get a bit closer.
No, his sword's gonna like clatter, clatter, clatter. Ah, fuck. Of course, once again, like I said it, so it had to happen, right? Damn me and my oracle skills.
Get up! Hurry! Above us!
Yep.
Under its belly!
Yo, the clicking.
Sorry, okay?
All right. Just before I move on, just because we've heard it now a couple times, the clicking before the fire, it really feels like something out of Monster Hunter. Like, monsters have tells all the time from when they're about to do, like, their big attacks. And when you play enough, you get to know, like, even, like, visual cues. Like, for example, I've been going back and playing, or suffering through the original Monster Hunter on the PlayStation 2. So it is a rough fucking game. The first one I ever played was Monster Hunter 3, or Try, on the Wii. So there were at least some quality of life things. It was still an old school Monster Hunter game, but there were at least some quality of life things that they had at least done. You at least had a farm in that one, and it showed you what fucking armor skills you had on your stuff. But no, this one is rough as hell. But thankfully, a lot of the animations have remained unchanged throughout like the entirety of Monster Hunter's existence. So for a lot of monsters, I'm just kind of relying on like my muscle memory. Like you take so much chip damage by like everything in that game that it's like, okay, like if I'm fighting a Rathian, I know I need to stay away from it and bait its fireball attack. I need to wait for it to like lift its head, and I know it's about to do fireball. Thankfully, most of the time she does like the triple. So I know I can run in there and get some attacks in on her head from the side where she's vulnerable. But I said all that to say, like, definitely listening for clicks or something. Like, I think back to from Try, Agnactor, who had a big, like, fire beam attack, and it had a beak, and it would start kind of clacking, clack, 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 and every time you hear that, you'd be like, oh, fuck, get out the way. It's about to shoot. So just, like, having a tell like that in something like this that, you know, they are using and they're listening for is really cool. Like, and I wonder how much, I know there's a lot of D&D inspiration in this, but I wonder how much Monster Hunter went into the thought process behind any of this. I know obviously you eat before hunts. I've been talking about that a lot, but I'm really curious to know if anybody knows if the mangaka was a big fan of Monster Hunter as well. And if any of that went into her planning for the series. So if you know, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, I need to know.
Damn it! The common language doesn't have enough curse words! Punza! Valo! Una
Please, don't cuss at me in a language I don't speak.
That is awesome.
This is where we live now, under the Red Dragon's crotch.
Oh, Marcel.
No good. Simple spells aren't gonna work on it at all.
Single click. Yeah, what's that gonna do? Oh, it straight up shattered. Namari was right.
No choice. Use this.
What is that?
Does this mean that knife is made from a special metal?
I've never gone a day without taking good care of it.
Aw.
It's a mithril kitchen knife.
Oh, it's mithril.
This!
Oh,
Whoa, it really pierced right through
but
the
now is
scales.
it stuck in there? Yeah, a lot of good that did, right?
The size of this blade, I doubt I'd be able to fatally wound it.
I like how even the dragon is like standing still. All right, that might be the thumbnail shot, just that dragon right there. But I love that even it took the time to like hold still to be like, the fuck did you just do to me? That was nothing.
We're gonna end up in the town square if we keep backing up.
Yeah, wide open for the
I'll
dragon,
distract
right?
the dragon.
No, you can't.
Laios, of all the monsters that we've eaten so far, were there any that didn't fight until their last breath?
No?
Eat or be eaten here. If we don't give it our all, then we're gonna be some monster's dinner.
At least you'll be reunited with your sister. No, I really hope that's not death flags for Senshi. Oh, fuck.
Go find Marcel!
Oh,
He's
chill
to think
chuck.
of a new plan.
Take it. Damn, he's fucked up, though. Oh, right in the eye? Let's go, Chill Chuck! That was a nat 20 throw if I've ever seen one.
Why is this thing stuck to the ground?
Oh god, Senshi. That was animated so fucking well. I loved that.
Get up! Censor!
Oh god, right on the head? That's fucking terrible. There's no way we're gonna party wipe here, right? Oh, wow, I love
Sorry,
the...
Marcel.
Good to know that the spell is working.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I love that tiny little detail that, like, the spell that we've seen her under the influence of, which I thought I assumed that she cast on everybody else. I don't know if it's strong enough to deal with, like, falling chunks of rubble, because Chilchuck just got smacked in the head and seemingly just got knocked out. But here we see when Marcel is about to run into Laios, she just, like, got, like, pushed back with the force. So I love that, you know, the attention to detail that obviously this show's been incredible with the attention to detail, but even something as small as that, like just preventing them from like bumping into each other. So they could have just as easily had them just like bump into each other like that and just hand wave it away like, oh, whatever. It wasn't like a danger kind of thing. But the fact that they had the little like force aura of the spell, like was just a really, really nice touch that I really liked.
Get level with the dragon's face, and I'll get on the pan.
The pan?
And once I'm there, you'll blow it up.
Oh.
What?
It's been blinded in its left eye, so if we approach from that side...
Oh, wow, those are
we should be
huge
able to
blood
jump on it
drops.
without being noticed. Don't worry, I've got an idea.
We can't make any more mistakes.
Yeah, we're at 2 carts already. We can't triple cart. And the worst part is, I know
I'm a
that...
little hesitant that this is going to work, but
What other
trust
chance do
you.
we have, right? Whoa, look at the look on his face there. I was about to make another Laos wants uppies joke. All right, he's mounted the monster. Oof. Even with armor, that's rough.
Compared to what Fallon went through, this is nothing!
Linus, no!
Did he just lose a foot? Oh, fuck. There it is. Did it work? Yeah, there goes his foot. Oh, God. Is that fixable? Yep. Hopefully the abjuration magic at least makes a soft landing. Too soon to tell. Well, he fucking did it. Now do we have to cut it open? God, that is fucking brutal, though. Oh, flashback time.
I heard there's a ghost in the graveyard.
A little more than halfway done.
Dad, okay?
So is this all going to be flashback for the... Yeah, it might be. Flashback for the rest of the episode.
Let's go home, Fallon.
And now he's... Oh. A zombie.
Huh?
Or a ghost. Also, is this... The ring?
So cold.
I was going to say, that looks like frostbite already starting. And I was also going to say, is this what caused her to take up holy magic?
Leave my brother alone!
Ooh, is she just going for... Oh. Well, I guess a good bonk will do, right?
The person in that grave there. His ring is binding his soul here. Please remove it.
You heard the girl. Exhume the body.
When he was alive, he bragged about how he bought a golden ring from an elf.
Did I do something bad?
No, you did great, Fallon. Go.
My head hurts a little bit, but other than that, A+.
Sad. Grown-ups are just scared of magic. I think you should go and study it for real.
Aw.
Would you be able to come with me too, brother?
Of course. Where should we
Yeah.
go first?
It might be best if we don't travel together anymore.
Oh.
Fallon, why?
Don't worry about me. Goodbye.
Oh, is that an actual memory, or is that... Because we know that they were traveling together at that point.
I stopped the bleeding for now, so hold on a bit longer.
Okay, so we
I'll go
do
find
come
the
back
other
here.
two, along with your leg.
Don't worry about me, huh? You really shouldn't say such sad things.
Thank goodness.
I need a healing spell,
You're
please.
not. I need more practice with my abjuration magic, huh?
Okay. Well, she did say it wouldn't be as good as if Fallon did it, right?
Yule kanto unzu.
He's suffering more than before.
You get healing pains if you fix a big injury in a short time.
Oh. Okay.
It's your turn, Senshi.
No thanks.
I don't wanna.
Myself.
But that'll take you months. Fallon was always better at healing magic.
But isn't that why?
She looks deranged in that little reflection.
I found it.
Oh, God.
All right, let's begin.
How bad is this gonna hurt to put back on?
Yule kanto unzu.
Well,
It's back on!
does it work okay?
But now it itches.
Oh, God. He's taking it a lot better than the rest of them, to be honest.
Thanks to all of you. It was possible because we each did our part.
Even I was shaking in my boots.
Yeah, I'm
Guess we
surprised.
underestimated it, didn't we?
Unless there is a second one about to pop up, and I was right earlier.
Okay. Let's go check inside of its stomach.
Can we get that mithril knife? Yeah. How much are they going to show? Like, how gnarly is this about to be?
Such thick skin.
We wouldn't have even reached the fat underneath if we'd fought it with Senshi's knife. So let's try to carve our way through bit by bit.
Yeah, once again, just like Monster Hunter, getting your carves in after you slay, right? Unfortunately, they didn't cut the tail. God, oh, this is fucking disgusting.
It's hot. This is the stomach.
Is that the stomach or the liver or... Oh my God, that's huge.
Right.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Here
It's
goes.
from a dragon, right? I'm horrified as to what we're going to find or potentially not find in there.
Empty.
But how? Maybe it's a different dragon?
Not possible. It has the same scar above its eye as the one we saw that day.
Okay.
Let's check the intestines too.
Ah,
Not even a single bone is left in there.
Maybe it digested faster because it was moving around.
I don't know. For there to be nothing left, Fallon got stuck in the esophagus somewhere. Is that why it was so pissed?
What is this?
A giant clump of hair and bones. Animals that swallow their prey whole spit out the indigestible parts all at once.
Yeah, like an owl pellet,
Dragons
right?
use it as fuel for their fire breath instead.
Oh. Are we gonna find some blonde hair?
A strand of hair. Could it be?
Let's sort through it.
Oh
We might
god.
find some human bones.
This is so fucking gnarly, and I'm so on edge watching this.
Laios!
Oh shit.
Look,
Is that
the
hers?
staff.
Oh no.
Fallon?
Yeah. Fuck! You can't just end it there. Gosh dang it. Ah. Well, fuck me, I guess. Shit. I mean, it's kind of one of those things I assumed. And see, the problem is I don't know what the rules are concerning this. I know that when I would play, some of the spells we had was, it was essentially you could restore flesh to a skeleton, kind of. You could certainly revive from the dead, but I don't know what limits it has in this show. Regardless, that was kind of always one of my biggest fears, is that maybe it is too late, especially after... I forgot when it was. I think it was the possession episode, the ghosts, the sorbet episode, treasure bugs and sorbet. Another really, really good episode, by the way. But at one point, I don't know if he hallucinated Fallon or was just thinking about her and kind of I don't know if the ghost was saying, let me go or something like that. And I was really, really scared that like that was like essentially death flags for Fallon. Like, oh no, we're going to get there and she is going to be dead as hell, just beyond repair. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know what the limitations on reviving are in this world. But God, what just a fucking downer way to end the episode. Like normally here's where I'm like trying to make jokes or talk about how awesome it was. Like I'd love to talk about how fucking cool the dragon fight was and how, just like I assumed, everything was going to go terribly and they had to improvise on the fly, and they still managed to do the dang thing at immediately a great cost, but just fixing by healing magic, right? So I mean, hey, if healing magic can like reattach a foot and make all the nerves work and everything, maybe there's hope. We're gonna need somebody very powerful. I hate to say it, but we're gonna need that gnome to come back down. We're gonna need to get him on this. Because what they did go into detail about death and how you can't actually die down here, but I don't know if just like if you're completely digested and there's like nothing left, if that still tracks. Like I don't know if Fallon's ghost is around somewhere without a body to be bound to, or if it is still bound to her like skull, her remains that are within there, and thus we'll be able to like fix it. I don't know if we're going to get skeleton Fallon for the rest of the series, if we're going to somehow be able to reanimate the skeleton and like, oh, you saved me, brother, give me a big bony hug. I don't know. It's, oftentimes when I watch shows like this, you can kind of see where things are going and like know what's ahead of you. But at this point, I don't. And I love that the next episode is titled Red Dragon Part 2, when they've already slain the dragon. And theoretically, the dragony bits of the episode are, I mean, aside from cooking and eating it, of course, are over. So yeah, I just don't know. It could go either way, because I think I threw out at there one point that they're going to get there, they're going to slay the dragon, Fallon's going to be completely gone, and then Laios says, all right, we just need to go down and take out the mad mage and get my wish granted to bring Fallon back, basically. So I mean, that could be a way we go in the show as well, how the whole show might be us trying to get Fallon back, even as far as going down to the very end of the dungeon, right? Because what else does he have to lose? Even though presumably if that was a memory of when she was saying to him when they were slightly younger, about the same age now, it was the same voice actors as their adult versions, But her saying to him, "Forget about me, let's not travel together." I'm assuming that was a memory, and that at some point they did come back together to at least enter this dungeon and party down in there. I don't know, but we obviously can tell after all this that Laios is not going to do that. He will literally do anything. Like I said, literally sacrificing limb to get her back. So I don't know, man. Just like I said, like there's a multiple number of ways this could go, and knowing that this is a more mature series, it's not like edgy as fuck or anything like that, but it is, I believe it's considered a seinen manga, and also I guess anime series, which I know is geared more towards adults. I know, like, for example, JoJo's started off as a shonen, but got moved up to a seinen magazine, and thus starting with like Steel Ball Run, it kind of started to get, I don't even want to say more mature, but like I feel like the storytelling from part 7 and on was kind of, it hit different than that typical. And I guess it also helps that there was only one chapter a month, that you weren't constantly going through these stand battles like week after week, chapter after chapter after chapter, which you still technically were, but like the storytelling feels a lot more, it just hits different. So what I said all that to say that, like, this is a series that isn't going to follow that typical, like, okay, we win and then we move on and do the next thing formula. So that's why I'm just so confused as to which way it's going to go, which is very, very good storytelling. This is, I don't know if I consider this my favorite episode so far, but it was really fucking good. Certainly did not disappoint for like the big fight we've been gearing up for. I'm just feeling really, really sad right now, and would like some clarification, which, like I said, by the time you're watching this, I will have seen the next couple episodes at the very least, and should have some more of an idea, but at least in this very moment, please mourn with me. Leave some F's in the chat for Fallon. Not only just F for Fallon, but just, press F to pay respect. Even if she does come back, still give me some F's in the chat, because I need them. I personally need them. F's for me and the way I feel right now. But hey, regardless, we're not going to know until we watch on. So make sure you come back next time to figure out what the hell else we're going to do with this dragon in the next episode of Dungeon Meshi. And I usually say this with a lot more gusto, but delicious in dungeon. Take it easy, everybody.